Hi, welcome guys, welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the garden of your mind. Right, so let's look at this. Imagine your mind is a garden and it's the most fertile garden there is. And as you walk around in this garden, i.e. your mind, you're constantly having thoughts and feelings. Now the thoughts and feelings that you have are the seeds that you planted in your garden. As you plant these seeds in your garden, you are now planting seeds of whatever it is that you're thinking and feeling. So if your thoughts and feelings are ones that don't serve you, they're not empowering, they're disempowering, and create anxiety or bad feeling or whatever, this is what you're planting. The more that you entertain those thoughts, more entertain those feelings, this is the more that you water these seeds in your garden. So now you're watering these seeds, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to grow and they're going to become stronger. So if you're walking around, you're experiencing things that you don't want to experience, whatever those things are that you're experiencing, you don't want to experience them, it's because you're planting those seeds. Now this can be hard for some people to hear because a lot of times we don't want to hear that we create our own reality. It's our own thoughts and feelings that's creating the things that we see and that we feel and that we experience in the world. Right? We think, no, well, I didn't make that person do X, Y, and Z. You know, I didn't make that person, for example, be rude to me today. No, you didn't. But was you having a conversation in your mind that involved rudeness? You've got to ask yourself that question. Because typically, if you're experiencing rudeness from the outside, you're experiencing it, it's coming from the inside somewhere where you're entertaining it. Now, it's not as clear cut as what I'm saying it to be. It doesn't reflect as directly as that. So you've got to see the world like it's a mirror, okay? And when you look at a mirror reflects back to you the image that it's seeing. Nothing else but the image that it's seeing, right? So the mirror always reflects back only the reflection, but the mirror does reflect back the opposite. Because when you look at a mirror, for example, if I'm looking at a mirror and I wave my right hand, the mirror doesn't wave back its right hand, it waves back its left hand to me. So it becomes inverted as well. So it's not as clear cut as that. So this is why it's important that we be really vigilant in things that we think and things that we feel, because they lead to our words and our actions, which creates our reality, right? You probably heard the saying when it says, what's your thoughts to become your words, what your words to become your actions, what your actions become your character, and so forth, and that type of thing, because they do. So this is what we need to do first of all. We can start watching our thoughts and our feelings. What are we entertaining? Sometimes without just by habit, without thinking, just by habit, we do and say things that make us feel a certain way, that's planting seeds that is not going to serve us, you know. And this is the thing with human beings, we want to be right. You know, in financial markets, we say, do you want to be right or do you want to be profitable? Most people want to be right. That's the most important thing to them. Thinking it's the same thing, and it's not. Being right doesn't lead to happiness. You know, they don't come together. So it's incorrect to think that. So the most important thing, first of all, is to be vigilant of what it is that you're thinking and feeling. Now, if you find this difficult, I'm going to give you a little strategy, okay? You want to get a notepad and on your phone, set an alarm. So now, if you don't have an alarm that goes off every hour, that's fine. Just set like your timer for 1 hour. After 1 hour, it goes off. Put it straight back on, right? So you don't miss it. So every hour you get an alert. And what you do is every hour you take out your pen and pad and you write down what you're thinking, right? So start recording and monitoring your thoughts first things first, right? As you start monitoring, recording your thoughts, it's just like when someone that keeps a food diary, for example, someone that has eating problems, keeps a food diary, to start realizing, oh, I'm snacking at these certain times, or I'm eating junk food more at these times, and so forth, and this is where the issue's coming up. So what you can start realizing from doing this is like where your thoughts are coming in that are causing conflict within what it is that you want to experience in life, right? Because everybody wants to be happy. So if your thoughts aren't leading you to be happy, to feel good in that way, then they're hindering you. So when you start writing them down, sometimes you won't even realize that you're having certain thoughts throughout the day, and they're just coming up without you thinking about it, right? So here's one that just to give you an idea, right? So somebody was asking their guru, they asked them, how do I get rid of thoughts that are troubling me? You know, things like thoughts that from my past, from my childhood, you know, that I find hurtful still to this day, and I'd like to forget. How do I forget these hurtful thoughts? And the guru turned around and said, like, you want to forget, you want to forget, you want to forget. You plead so much to forget that one day you're going to forget everything, right? And we call that Alzheimer's. So it's quite deep when you think about it, because what created the Alzheimer's? You know, if you're saying to yourself that you want to forget things, just as an example, right? At some point, your brain isn't going to say, do you know what? Let me just forget that one incident. It will forget everything, right? Because this is how it works. Our thoughts create our reality in more ways than one, not just in what experience out there, but also how our body reacts as well. When we become ill and things like that with certain illnesses, we have certain bodily issues. A lot of times it's traumatic thoughts that are then held and stored in the body, right? So I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'll wrap it up here. I'm going to come back and touch on this subject a hell of a lot. I'm going to go heavily into this subject because it's so important to understand, and I'll be coming at it from different angles. So look, for those of you that, if you like this video, please like the video. That will help the algorithm. For those of you that have not yet subscribed and you want to get the next videos coming up, remember to hit the subscribe button, then hit the notifications bell icon so you can get notifications as they come up. Listen guys, thanks for watching. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Bye for now.